Hey guys, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Just let me check a few things. Okay, good. So, hello everyone. How are you all? Welcome to my channel. This is Nalini here, and I crochet stuff. So, since last the past two lives, I have started making earrings. Like I had received request to show how to make earrings, so that's why I thought it will be fun to create something, or to not to create something, to make something online, and then maybe if I'm in the zone I might try to create something. So let's see how it goes. So in my yesterday's live I had made just give me a minute. Okay, so in my yesterday's live I made these beauties. So these beautiful earrings I made yesterday, and these I made day before yesterday. So if you want to learn how to make these, you can go to my channel and learn how to make these. They're very simple and easy to make. This might be a little bit not complicated, but a little tough to understand if you're a beginner. But if you want to learn basic crochet, if you want to make this, you have your crocheting should be strong. So if you don't know, then you can refer to my past live sessions, and there are some beginner what do we say, beginner friendly, or I've done that live, how to crochet from the basic. So starting from slip knot to shapes, all the stitches I've covered there, so you can visit my past live sessions. So just like these earrings today also, let's try to make something beautiful. It's gonna be earrings only. Okay, so let's start. So I'm just gonna keep them here. Okay. Okay. So I think the colors which I want to use, I hope they'll be sufficient. So I wanted to use these two colors. Okay. So we'll start making. um, I think we'll let this color stay down and this one up. So first we'll use this because I want to see whether it will be sufficient to make two rings or not. So the hook size which I'm going to use for these is number 3, 1.3 millimeter. Okay. So you can, if you have scrap yarn like this, you can easily make these cute things. So we're going to start by making a slip knot like this, and now we're going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 12. So we've made our 12 chains, and now we're just gonna join our it, and make it a circle. So just insert your hook into this very first chain which you made, and make a slip stitch like this. Excuse me. And after making your slip stitch, you've just joined them and made it into a circle. So now into this circle we are going to single crochet 20 times. So first we are going to chain 1, and now let's single crochet 20 times in this. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, pass it through the working loop, and your single crochet is done. So again, go inside, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, and yarn over and pull through. Your single crochet is ready. So we have made 2 single crochets. So if you're a beginner, you can just mark your first stitch which you made. So as you can see 2 chain formations. I hope it's visible. Yeah, so this first chain is your first stitch. So if you want, you can mark this, so that because when you finish it, you might get confused on which stitch is your first stitch or where you need to insert your hook to finish the round. Okay, so 2 are done. So let's go for the third one. So this earring is a very basic earring. So I just thought that I'll just teach you this one. It will be, easy one for beginners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're making a total of 20 single crochets, and 5 we've already made. So now let's start making more. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as I'm crocheting, I'm just holding my yarn tail together so that it gets woven in naturally. Okay, so I think so we made 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this will be 11th one. So 11, 12, 13. So you can just cut this yarn tail. 'I forgot how many I crocheted. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Are you sure? I thought I counted 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so now it will be my 14th one. So 14, 15, 16, and if you don't have space to make more, you can just push the stitches a little back so that you get some space. Seventeen, 18, 19, and 20. So we've made 20 single crochets, and this is my first one. Suppose you're confused, then you can always count backs. Sorry, it's still early morning here. Usually I go live around 9 a.m. India time, but these 3 days I'm not available in that timing. The whole day I won't be there, so that's why I'm coming live a little early. So you can, if you don't know which is your first stitch, you can always count back. So 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So this one is your first stitch, and here we are going to insert a hook and make a slip stitch. Okay. So insert your hook into this very first stitch and make your slip stitch. So if you're a beginner, again I'm saying there are 4 or 5 maybe live sessions which I have done this month, you can just refer to them and learn your basic crochet. And now we're going to chain 1, okay, and slip stitch into the next stitch. So this one is our first stitch from where we made our chain 1, okay. So skip that and go into the next stitch and make a slip stitch. Then again chain 1 and go into the next stitch and make a slip stitch like this. Again you can chain 1 and go into the next one, slip stitch. So this is like one of my favorite borders which we make for crochet. So it's a simple chain 1 and a slip stitch, and it gives this kind of a look, so I like it. Again chain 1 and slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch. So this way we are going to keep doing this chain 1 and slip stitch till the very end. So, and again I'm saying if you don't know which your first stitch is, you can always mark your first stitch, okay. So chain 1 is done, so we are inserting a hook into the next stitch and slip stitch. Then again you can chain 1, slip stitch into the next one. So we're just going to keep doing this. So just keep making your chain 1s and slip stitching into the next stitch all the way around. This is a very simple earring which you can make, but it looks really beautiful. And this one is our first stitch, so we have one more space left. And this is our very first stitch which we made, so just make your chain 1 and slip stitch into that one. And our first round is done, so here you can just chain 1 and cut your yarn, pull it out and just give it a pull. Okay, so first piece is done. So we'll do one thing, I'll just quickly make the next piece also for the pair. So again we are going to chain 12. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. So we've made our 12, and now we're just going to join in the first chain to make it a circle like this, and now chain 1 and 20 single crochets into this circle. So insert your hook, and you can just hold the tail together to weave it in naturally. Otherwise later you have one extra work to do, that is to weave in the tail. So wherever possible just keep trying to do, unless it's a magic circle and you need to pull it later. Otherwise you can just weave it in together. Hello everyone, this is Nalini here. 1, 2, 3, and we are making some cute crochet earrings. Welcome to my channel. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you guys have any questions related to what I'm doing, you can ask me in the chat section. So here you can just cut this extra yarn tail, and I forgot the count as usual. Anyway, we'll just finish this. We'll just make few stitches and then count. Now let's just count first and then proceed with the single crochets. Okay. Thank you for liking my live session. Do subscribe to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So 2 more. So we can just push the stitches a little back. If there's no space left, you can just hold your work here, the circle, and just push the stitches a bit. So insert your hook and go ahead and make your 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. So our 20 single crochets are done, and this is our very first stitch which we made. So if you see, you can see this single crochet loops here. So one stitch before that, on top of that, is your first stitch. So insert your hook into that and slip stitch, or as I told you, you can always use a stitch marker on your first stitch. So let's go for the next round and chain 1. And in this round, all we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and slip stitch into the next stitch. Chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch. So that's what we're going to do here. So I've already chained 1. So just let's go make a slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay. Okay, so chain 1 and go to your next stitch and slip stitch. Chain 1 again, go for your next stitch and slip stitch. Chain 1 and make your slip stitch into the next stitch. Chain 1 again and slip stitch. So this is all that we are going to do in this round. Chain 1 and slip stitch into the next stitch. So this edging gives a very good finishing to your work. So it gives you a zigzag kind of appearance, and it looks very good. So chain 1, slip stitch, then again chain 1, slip stitch. So let's keep doing this. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me. Chain 1 and slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch into the next stitch. So we have 2 more left, so chain 1 and slip stitch, chain 1 again and slip stitch, and we are done. And this is our first stitch which we made. So chain 1 and slip stitch into that one like this, and now you can just chain 1 and cut your yarn. So just keep some of the yarn little longer one, not too long, little one like this. Okay, so now let's do the same thing with our next color or second color, and like this will be interlocking into this. So make your slip knot and start, and in this we made 12 single crochets, but now we are going to make 10 single crochets. This will be slightly smaller than the first one. Or should I have, if I'm keeping this one on top, then this one should have been bigger, I think. Now this will be on the top. So I think what I'm gonna do is, this one is 12, so I'm gonna make this 14. So remember, just 2 chain difference between this circle and this circle. So I accidentally made this one, no, just a minute. Yeah, this one I intended to keep it on the top, and this color at the bottom, like they will be interlocking like this. So I thought the darker color should be down, and that should be slightly bigger. So now this one had 12, so I'm gonna use 14 for this. So remember, the top circle which you're making needs to be 10 chains, and the bottom circle needs to be 12 chains. Okay, so I'm gonna make 14 single crochets, or you know what, let's not change it, let this one come down. I'm gonna make, this is 12 chains, so I'm gonna make 10 chains here. We'll see how it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9 and 10. So we made a 10 single crochets. Now we are going to make a slip stitch in the first chain. So do not twist your work, and make your slip stitch in the first chain like this. And we have made a circle. Sorry, this color you won't be able to watch or locate the stitches clearly, like through the camera, but it's okay. Like if you have joined me just now, then you can always go back and see the recording of how I did this. Okay, Okay, so keep your yarn tail, along with your work, and now you can just chain one and make 20 single crochets into this circle. So you just keep this together and start making your single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you for liking my live session. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you can just push the stitches a little back if you think the space won't be sufficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and here you can just cut this yarn tail. There's only a little one left. How many did I make? 15, I think so. We'll count it later. 16. Uh-oh. See, because of that all chaos of how many chains I need to make, I forgot the major part. Happens, sometimes it happens. So I'm just gonna chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oops. 9 and 10. Why is this happening? This yarn is just refusing to cooperate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is what the major part I was talking about. So you just insert your hook into this, and we're just gonna, since this one is going down, we're just gonna weave the work together. Okay, so let's start. Places 430 says hi. Hello. Wow, nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we made our 10 single crochets, and just keep them together like all the chains facing up, or in the other language you can say don't let the chains twist, and just insert your hook into the very first chain which you made and make your slip stitch like this. So this circle is done, and now in this circle we're going to do the same thing. Same thing what we did here. So insert your hook, chain 1, and now just make 20 chains in this, 20 single crochets into this circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So we've made 20 single crochets into this, and you can, whatever extra this one is left, you can just cut it off like this. And now you can just slip stitch on top of your first stitch, on top of your chain one or in the first stitch. So this is my first stitch, and if you can't understand which is your first stitch, then you can always mark your first stitch. When you make your first stitch, you can just insert a stitch marker and mark it like that. Okay, so we'll weave this tail end later. Okay, so now for our final round, that is the third round, we're going to chain one, and this is the first stitch in which we made the very root of the chain one. So we'll go for the next stitch and make a slip stitch like this. Then again chain one and slip stitch into the next stitch, chain one again. I'm sorry guys if you're not able to see locate the stitches through your screen. So if you want to know what's going on, you can just refer to my past live, like not past live, this live's recording, and you can find the thing very visible with this yarn when I made it. Okay, so this is for the people who have joined me just now. Okay, so chain, I made my one chain, so slip stitch into the next stitch, again chain one, slip stitch into your next stitch, chain one again and slip stitch into your next stitch. So this is what we are doing for this entire round, and this is what we did for this circle also. The only difference between this and this are the chains. In this I took 12 chains, and in this I took 10 chains. Okay, so chain one, slip stitch into the next one. Okay, let me just off the AC, turn off the AC. Okay. Now again chain one, slip stitch into the next one, chain one again, slip stitch into the next, chain one, slip stitch, and keep doing that. Slip stitch, chain one, slip stitch, chain one, slip stitch into the next stitch, chain one, and slip stitch. We have two more stitches remaining, so chain one, slip stitch, chain one, and slip stitch, and we are done. we've finished this round also, and we can just chain one and leave a little longer tail. So which side should be up we'll decide later. So this is done. Now let's make one more for this one. Hello everyone, this is Nalini here. And I'm just making some earrings online. So this is what I made in my yesterday's live session and this day before yesterday. So if you want to learn, excuse me, how to make these, you can refer to my past live sessions. I think so I'll need to cut this here. There was some damage in the yarn. So now again we're going to chain 10. Sorry, yeah, 10. So make your slip knot and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So we've made our 10 chains. Is it even visible for you guys? Not that much. Okay, anyway, again I'm saying if you're not able to see the stitches, you can just follow the pattern of my today. Like when I made this, that's the same thing which we are doing here. The only difference is this one has 12 chains and this one has 10 chains. Okay, so insert your hook into the, so keep your chain straight, it should not be twisted. Okay, all the chains facing up, and insert your hook into that very first chain which you made and slip stitch like this. And we've created a circle, and now we can just chain one and make 20 single crochets into this. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, and yarn over and pull through both the loops. Your single crochet is done. So here if you want, you can mark your stitch if you get confused after finishing the round where your first stitch is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. I split the yarn over here, so let's just count again, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if the space is over, then you can just push those stitches back and make some space. So just push them back. And make some space. So at this point, if you want, you can just cut the yarn tail off. And we'll just, for safety, we'll just count once more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, we're good. So 12. Now 13, 14, 15, 16, push your stitches back, 17, 8. Okay, my god, I did it again. I'm so sorry for taking your time up. I again forgot the crucial thing. Oh my god, this morning live is not a joke. Our brain just stops working. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, get a grip, Nalini. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So the step which I forgot is I had to insert into this circle, and the same thing happened when I was making this also. How could I be so forgetful? Okay, so just insert it into this. Like this. Okay, and keep your chain straight and slip stitch, in the very first chain which you made. You can just slip stitch like this, and now we are ready to make our 20 single crochets. So chain 1 and start making your slip stitch, single crochets. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. And we're going to slip stitch on top of your first stitch, on top of your chain 1 or in your first stitch. Okay, I think so. I split the yarn over here, so let me quickly correct that like this and slip stitch. And we're ready for our next round. So before that, you can just cut this small tail which is remaining. Okay, so now did we make a chain 1? No. So chain 1, and we're going to make the same thing, that is chain 1 and slip stitch into the next stitch. So this is the chain in which we have worked. So I'm just going to insert my hook. Okay, just give me a moment. I think so I didn't on my second light. Okay. Okay, so slip stitch like this, then chain 1 and insert your hook into the next one and slip stitch, chain 1, insert your hook into the next and slip stitch, again chain 1, go into the next one and slip stitch, chain 1 and slip stitch into the next stitch. So just keep doing that. Sukran Koksal. Sukran Koksal. Hello. Okay, so we've made our chain 1. Now slip stitch into the next one. Chain 1 again and slip stitch into the next. Chain 1 and slip stitch. So if you're enjoying what I'm making, then do consider subscribing and all those good stuff. Like, share and comment, and let me know how you found this tutorial. If you are planning to make it, then I would love to know what you're making and how you made it. Was it a success or not? So chain 1, slip stitch into the next, chain 1, slip stitch into the next, chain 1, slip stitch. So just keep doing this. Chain 1 and slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, slip stitch. So if you have sometimes you split yarn, so if that happens, then just open your stitch and make it again, because it will be very visible when you wear your earrings and you don't want imperfection in your work. And I think so we've finished our round over here. Yeah, so this was our last one. So in this one I'm just gonna slip stitch. I've already chain 1 is there, so just slip stitch into this one, or we have one more. Oh, I think so we have one more. So this is the last one, and now I can just chain 1 and slip stitch on top of the first stitch which we made here, like this. And now chain 1, leave a little longer tail and cut your yarn like this, and we are done. So our 2 pieces are ready. So now we can just weave in the ends and go for our next step, which is adding a hook to it. So nope, should I use the other one? Let's see. This needle has a little smaller eye, so if this doesn't work, Then I'm gonna use my other needle. Because this is a little thinner needle, so I thought that it will go easily in um, the stitches. So nope. Okay, where's my, whoa, yeah, okay, we'll use this one. We don't need to waste your time. So just insert your hook into the tapestry needle, and we're just going to uh, go into the stitches again. So just go into this first stitch which you see like this in the loop, and bring it to the loop section. Barbara, hi, how are you? So wonderful to see you. Not see you, but so wonderful to have you on my channel again. How was your day? So we are just hiding this. So Barbara, I don't know which live you were in for the the last time when you came. So in my day before yesterday's live, I had made these earrings, and yesterday I made these. So if you want to learn them, you can visit my previous lives. So today also I'm just continuing this earring making journey. I think so. The last time when you were there for that flower coaster, if I'm not wrong. So just weave this in some of the loops over here so that it's well hidden and it's not obvious. Like this. And now you can just cut the yarn. Oh, you watched the cream ones. Okay, okay. Good. So I'm little, I'm coming online a little early for today. Yesterday also I came a little early because the whole day I'm not available, so I thought I'll just come early and just crochet something along with you guys. Okay, so this tail we are just gonna leave it. Okay, we are going to use this to attach the hook, so let's just quickly weave this one into. Okay, so as I told you, the next chain which you see or the stitch which you see, just go through those loops and come out from here. From the top we are in the down section, and then you can just insert your hook into these loops. This will be enough. You don't need to pull them, pull the tail too hard, otherwise your work will, just, what do we say, go in, get it pulled in. So our work here is done, and you can just cut this tail off. And now we are ready to sorry, insert our hook into this. So we have these hooks here. Okay. So again, we're gonna thread this. And just keep a note that you're keeping your hook, backwards. Like this section comes backwards, because we need this, this section to be in the front. So we just keep it like this, and keep your hook backwards and just insert it, and then you can just go back into that same stitch like this, like this. And here, if you want, you can just put a knot at the back side or the wrong side. Just insert it into that loop and tie it off like this. And then you can just hide this yarn tail into your work over here. Just let it go through some loops in the back side. Since this is a cotton yarn, it's better not to split the yarn, because they might just get cut and the work might not be that clean. So make sure not to split the yarn. Okay, I almost cut my finger. So be very careful with your scissors. Okay, so this one is done. Now let's go for another one. Thank you for liking my live. Do subscribe and check my channel out for wonderful tutorials, live tutorials, edited videos like this, to learn something new or something beautiful. Go into the next one, no, into the same loop, same space from where we made that slip stitch. Insert your hook and join, and our hook is facing backwards. Turn your work and into this loop, just tie your yarn. So if this happens, like your yarn might come out of the needle and the height is very less, then what I do, after keeping this loop, I just insert it from this side and bring it out from the other side like this, and then you can just tie it off like this. And again, the weaving section. So let's quickly hide this. Into some of these stitches. One or two more. And I do the same thing if this is small for me to insert into this. Then I insert my needle first and then thread this. So it becomes easier. Like this. Just pass it. And now we can just cut this off. Like this. And this much is done, and I'm just thinking if I add a bead or a pearl to this, how would this look? Should we try it out? Okay, let's see. Which one will look good? This or this. Barbara, which one do you think looks good? And even others can answer for me. This cream one or this white color? Um, Vijaya Bharti says hi. Hi Vijaya, how are you? So, can you tell me which one will look good? This one? Okay, so we'll go with this one. Okay. I hope this works. So I don't want to open this and add it. So yeah, we can do one thing. We'll just use these yarn tails which we cut and tie it together. So just insert it into this chain one section. Use both the loops. Insert your yarn. Wring it out. Insert your hook into this. And bring it out. And now we can just tie them together. Or if you have those, you know, what do you call the loops, you can use them also. The rings, I do have it, but I could have done that. We can, you know, just attach it with this, but anyway, since we are doing this, we'll finish it off with this. So that option is also there. So just get them closer and tie them. So tie it in the, you know, back section so that the knot is not seen. Tie it again like this and just cut the yarn, and you can hide your yarn tail in that. Okay, so again the same thing, go into the next stitch which you see, insert your hook into that, one or two loops, come into this section. Okay, this thing came out. Or you know what, first I'll insert my needle into the loops and then we can just thread it. So this is something what I try to do, even if, you know, I make something, you know, some common, because you'll find many tutorials of this. So even I'm not that great in making patterns, so even if I learn from them, I just try to, you know, add some innovation or some change in it, so that, you know, at least my work can be justified that something of mine is there in this. So in this I'm just adding this what can you call it, pearl drop. So the reason why I was not making earring on my live, because I do a lot of thinking and, you know, trying to add something and all, and it's not always a success. So I have to be very careful on my lives. And then there's one more idea which is going through my head. We'll see how it works. So this is done. So what I was thinking is, you know, we can just measure it out, keep them together, and I was thinking of tying these ends so that they can always stay like that. Otherwise, this one might go like this. And this is a good look. There's no harm in it, but then this back side might be visible. So I think so I'll do that. I'll just uh, try to put a stitch here so that they remain like this. What say? Okay, I'll quickly finish this side also. Come to the loop section. Do not split the yarn. Try as much as possible not to split the yarn, because there's a cotton thread, then they can cut easily, and then that opening will be seen, the open threads. So we don't want that to happen. So you can just hide this tail behind these loops. Yeah, we're done. And cut it off. So our first earring is done, and as I told you, I'm just gonna just carefully see that the drop is down, the pearl drop. And here I think so I'll just put a how do I do it? Should I use this? Okay, I'll use this. Just insert, sorry, I went out of frame. So insert your hook here so that it doesn't move. I'm just gonna thread this once. So this is something which I'm just trying, okay? So I'm even I'm trying this for the first time. So in these type of things, I just take the liberty of being a little bit of creative. So bring it here on the opposite side, but I'm not gonna keep it in the opposite side. I'm just removing here. I just wanted to mark it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna use the top layer of the loops over here so that our work is not visible from the other side. Like this, and bring it out like this. Okay, now you can just go insert your hook into the next stitch, thread this side, and bring it towards the wrong side like this. So I have both of them in the back side, and I can just tie it. Before tying, let me just check. If I tie it here, what did I just do? Wow, thank God I checked. I removed it from the loop. Okay. So this should be like this to be extremely straight. Okay, so I'll just hold this section, insert my needle here, past one of the loops here. Is this confusing to you guys? Okay. Pass it here and Now I'll go into one loop back and bring it out like this. Yes, now it's perfect. So now I'll just tie them here. So basically I'm just putting a knot over here to keep them in place. So this is completely optional. If you don't want to do it, if you just want them to be separate pieces, you can very well do that. But this is something which I thought of doing, so that's why. And then I'll just quickly hide this roughly into my work. So let's just go through a few stitches in the wrong side. Done. Yeah. And the other one. Like this. And this one is done. I'll quickly finish this work too. So this I'm just putting some more innovation in this, and I'm gonna use this for both the works, for adding my pearl and tying it. So just add it. Okay, so first so add it, insert your hook into this chain one section, any section, doesn't matter, but the chain one would look much better since it's like pointed outwards. Insert your hook and add your pearl hanging. Bring it down, leave this long tail be like that, and this side we're just gonna tie it. And let's just quickly hide this tail in the wrong side. Go into that stitch, pass it through the loops. Make sure your needle doesn't come in the right side, come out in the right side, otherwise it'll interrupt with your design. So this much will be enough. And I'll just hide the smaller tail over here, like this. And now just mark it. It should be properly down. And here I think I'll just use my stitch marker. Will it go through? Just through some stitches. Yeah, let it be like this. And now we can just bring the thread up from the wrong side to that area. So this is the wrong side, and let's just quickly bring it to that section. And we're almost there. So I'll just remove the stitch marker. So let's be extra sure. Okay. So just go through one or two more stitches and come out of one or two loops of this. Like this. So we're keeping the right sides in the front. Okay, like this. Then go back into one of these loops, the one which is the nearest to the stitch which we just made. Sorry guys, I've been talking for 77 minutes, so I'm tired. So I might miss a few words here and there, forgive me. And you can just tie it off over here. Thank you for liking. Do subscribe to my channel and support me to grow my channel. Like, comment and share as usual. And I told you that I'm tired, so my words are getting messed up. Okay, now we are done. So the second option is much more efficient than the first one. First one was just a trial. For second one I kept a longer opening, and yes, we are done. So our beautiful earring is done. So you can actually my original plan was to keep this one down and the cream color up, but I mixed up the chains. I made the chains which I was supposed to make for this here, so that's why. Anyway, it still looks beautiful. So let's see, you can just keep it like this. Aren't they beautiful? So do try this, and let me know how these turned up. You can just tell me in the comment section, and it can be a very good gifting solution, or it can be a good thing for you also to wear it. You can just treat yourself with something handmade. The satisfaction, the joy which handmade products, accessories like these give, it's something out of this world. So do try this, and let me know how you found this. And the end section might be a little chaotic because I just this was not in the plan, but I just inserted these pearl drops, and I did something over here to keep them attached. So you can do that, and even you can do the same thing for this side also if you want. You can just tie these two together too, if that's your wish, so that they can, you know, stay in the place. So I hope you liked today's live, and hope to see you in my next live. So tomorrow I think is Sunday, so tomorrow I may not be able to come live, but Monday around 9, 8:45 or 9, I'll join you back, and we can make some more earrings. Like, why I'm making these earrings, because I had got an order for around 20 earrings, so that's why I thought that we can just make it online. Okay, so do like, share, and subscribe, and stay in touch. Okay, bye bye. Bye, Barbara. Love you. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, bye bye. Bye, Barbara, again.